Welcome to paperfinesse.com. We'll be doing some tutorials on Silhouette Studio and also various paper crafts. So sit back and let's have some fun. Hi, today we're going to look at Silhouette Studio Designer Edition, and this is version 3.0.43. It's the first update to version 3. And we're going to be specifically looking at the cut settings. And the first thing I did is I opened a file from svgcuts.com. And I watched a video that they did recently, and he said that when they design it, the perforations are on a separate layer. So I opened up a file of theirs, and I looked at the layers panel. The layers panel, by the way, the icon to open the layers is right here, and it's got one layer, but it's got two objects. This is all of it. This is the one object. Okay, now what we're going to do is look at the cut settings. My window's minimized here, so I have to click the arrow to get my cut settings. And the first thing you'll notice is there's a standard and an advanced. Now this is new. We didn't have the advanced before. And with the standard, you can have your cut edge, which that's interesting. Cut, perforate. Okay. Oh, I see what's happening here with the cut. The cut, it's getting it up here. It's getting the outside edge. And cut edge is getting, including the perforations. Okay, well that's not what we want. Let's go to advanced. This is where the magic happens. Now, in advanced, you can cut several different ways. You can cut by layers, by line color, or by fill color. Line color is what we're going to use. And I have to close, let's close the layer so we can see the cut, all the cut settings. Okay. You'll notice there's two objects here. And if you cut off or turn off the top one, that's the perforations. So even though it's on one layer, the perforation still shows up in the panel automatically, which that's kind of nice. And then if you turn this one off, that's the line, that's the outside cut lines on the two objects. Okay, now here's the really neat part is if you want your perforations, and I want to shut it off just so you know this is the perforations. If you want the perforations to cut with less pressure, you can change just that one. I'm changing it to copy paper, which has a whole lot less pressure than cardstock. Now I'm ready to cut. Okay, now I want to see about using a studio file. See what the differences are. I'm going to open the library. And I'm just going to use a file. I'm just going to use this one. I'm looking for something with a perforation. Double clicking it, there it goes. Sometimes that double click just doesn't want to work. I wish it wouldn't change my setup when I click something. But anyways, here we are. Okay. Now, you notice in SVG Cuts, we did not have to ungroup anything. So here, let's see what we've got. Everything's one. And if we check the layers, it only shows one. It's one group. So let's ungroup it and see what we get. I'm going to ungroup. And it's a lot. We have got every single little dot is in here. So what we want to do is separate the perforations from the outside edge. Now we could cut by color. That might be the easy way to do it. We could change the line color of the outside edge. Let's make it blue. And let's go back. Now I haven't done this before, so I did it a different way, but let's see how this works. Okay, by line color. And we've got the blue. Oh yeah, that did it fine. That's probably the easier way. Okay, so by line color. So the outside edge is cardstock. And I'm going to get rid of this layers panel for a second. Okay, so it's cardstock. I'm going to select it. And here's our settings. And blade and the speed and the thickness. Okay, now we can select the red one, which is the perforated lines, and change that to copy paper. You could go as low as vinyl, just experiment and see which works better for you. I noticed this last time, once before when I did this, it initially goes to 10, but it's really 2. Last time after a minute it, no, come on, it's supposed to be 2. So whether that changes or not, I don't know. I think I'm actually going to test this and run it through. Okay, I'm going to pause for a second. Okay, I went ahead and I tested this cut setting. I did notice down here, oh, well, speed, it's way over here. This copy paper seems to be a little flaky. Try it again. Yeah, it's back to 10. I did go ahead and cut it. I included some photos. I'm not sure how much you can see. The one shows the slightly perforated line, and the other shows the perforation folded, and you'll notice that it doesn't cut through the paper, which is exactly what I wanted. So it did cut as if it was a 2, even though it's showing 10 on the picture. I did send a screenshot of this to Silhouette America, so we'll see if they fix that. Let's take a look at cutting by layer. So I've got the same file here, and I added 2 flowers. And one reason cutting by layer could be appropriate or more useful than line color is, let's say we had two sheets of paper. We have one color at the top of our mat and we have one color at the bottom of our mat. Then in one pass we could cut all of these, and you could apply different cut settings if you'd like to different areas. So let's go back to our file that is grouped. I'm going to ungroup it. Well, before I ungroup it, take a note in the layer panel. We've got 3 groups. Each flower is a group and this folder is a group. So I'm going to ungroup it. Now we've got all these multiple dots, and I want to put them on their own layer. Actually, we could leave them there and put the polygon on another layer. So let's get another layer and click polygon down to layer 2. Okay, and let's put the flowers on its own layer. And drag each group into layer 3. Each group into layer 3. There we go. Now let's look at our layers. We've got layer 1, which is our dots. Layer 2, one of the flowers. Layer 3, I'm turning it off so you can see which one it is. That's layer 3. And let's close the layer so we can see our cut settings. So for layer 3, let's say it's what are we using? Okay, I'm cutting that out of my vellum. That's a custom setting I've got. Okay, and layer 2. And layer 2 is our other one, so I'm going to go vellum again. Okay, in layer 1, we're going to do layer 1. I'm sorry. Yeah, layer 1 is cardstock. I goofed on layer 2. Okay. Layer 2 is our perforations. Okay. So layer 2 is the one I want for copy paper. There we go. Okay, so I've got 3 layers, and I've got 3 different settings. I've got 2 papers on my mat, and I'm ready to send it to the silhouette. Thanks for watching the video. If you liked it, please push the thumbs up like button and subscribe to the video. See you next time.